Stop! Don't you dare scroll past this, because what just came through in these cards is so specific to your situation right now. It's going to feel like someone has been reading your diary. Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. And then this one dropped, and I actually had to pause. Actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. And then this came through, and I got chills, literal chills. Gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. And then Spirit showed me this, and everything locked into place. Divine timing. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. And the final card, the one that is going to change how you see this entire situation. Express your love. It is important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. And this is where everything starts to make sense. Because what I'm picking up behind these messages, behind every single one of those cards, is something so much deeper than words on a page. What Spirit is showing me right now is a person, a specific person, someone who has been carrying something heavy inside their chest every single day, and they have not said a word about it, not one word. But here's what you didn't notice. Their actions have been screaming your name this entire time. You just didn't know how to read it. And by the end of this reading, you will. So stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal is going to reframe everything you thought you knew about this connection. And before I go deeper, if you've been guided to this video, if something pulled you here today, drop a number 1 in the comments right now. Let Spirit know you're here and you're ready to receive, because this reading was pulled specifically for you, and I want you to feel that confirmation in real time. Let me tell you what I'm picking up first. There is someone in your life, or someone who has recently stepped back from your life, and on the surface, it looks like silence. It looks like distance. It might even look like they don't care. But I need you to hear me very clearly right now. The silence is not indifference. The distance is not disconnection. What's actually happening beneath the surface of this person is an emotional storm that they do not know how to express. And the reason they're not expressing it, we're going to get into that, because it is layered, it is complex, and it is absolutely pointing back to you. I'm picking up that this person has a habit, a deeply ingrained pattern of pulling back when their feelings get too intense. And I want you to really sit with that for a second, because this is important. This isn't about you doing something wrong. This isn't about you not being enough. This is about someone who was taught, somewhere along the way, that vulnerability is dangerous, that saying, I love you, or I miss you, or I need you, opens a door that they might not be able to close again. So instead of speaking it, they show it, and they've been showing it in ways you may have dismissed, minimized, or completely overlooked, and I'll explain exactly what those signs look like in just a moment. But first, I need to tell you what Spirit is showing me about where this person's head is right now, because it is not where you think it is. Right now, and I mean in this current moment as you're watching this video, this person is thinking about you more than they are comfortable admitting even to themselves. There's a restlessness there. I'm picking up on a kind of low-grade ache, like something that sits in the background of everything they do. They go through their day, they do what they're supposed to do, they show up where they need to show up, but underneath all of it, there's this quiet, persistent pull in your direction, and it's getting stronger. I just got chills saying that. It's getting stronger because they are getting closer to a breaking point. And I'll tell you what that breaking point looks like in a few minutes, because it is significant. Now let's talk about the actions, because this is the core of what Spirit wants you to understand today, and this is the part that is going to completely shift your perspective. You have been watching this person's words. You've been waiting for them to say something, waiting for a text, waiting for a conversation, waiting for some kind of verbal confirmation that what you feel between you is real. And because those words haven't come, or haven't come in the way you needed them to, you've started to question everything. You've started to wonder if you imagined it, if you built something up in your mind that was never really there. I'm picking up on that self-doubt so strongly right now, and I need you to stop. Just stop, because you did not imagine it. What you felt was real. What you still feel is real. And if you shift your attention from their words to their actions, you're going to see something that will take your breath away.
Think about the small things, the things that seemed insignificant in the moment. This person, do they show up when it matters? Not necessarily with grand gestures, but in the quiet, consistent ways that most people wouldn't even notice. Do they remember things you said weeks ago? Do they check on you in indirect ways, through a mutual friend, through a like on something you posted, through a message that seems casual but you knew had a deeper meaning? Do they position themselves near you even when they're pretending not to? Do they react to your energy even when they're trying to seem unbothered? Those are not coincidences. Spirit is showing me that this person has been communicating their feelings through every channel except the direct one. And the reason for that is something I need to break down for you, because understanding it is going to change how you move forward. This person is afraid, and I know that might sound surprising, especially if they come across as confident or guarded or even a little cold sometimes. But underneath that exterior is someone who is terrified of getting this wrong, terrified of saying too much and watching you pull away, terrified of being too available and losing their power in this dynamic. Terrified, and this is the part that Spirit is really pressing on me to tell you, terrified that what they feel for you is so big, so real, so consuming that if they open that door fully, there is no going back, and they are not yet sure they're ready for that level of surrender.
But here's what's changing. And this is the moment in this reading that I need you to really lean in for, because this changes everything. The energy around this person has shifted in the last few weeks. Something has happened internally within them that has begun to crack that wall they've built. It might have been something they saw, something they heard, a moment where they caught a glimpse of life without you in it, and something inside them recoiled so strongly that they couldn't ignore it anymore. I'm picking up on a realization, a quiet, private, almost reluctant realization that they have been wasting time, that the distance they've been maintaining is costing them something they're not willing to keep paying for. And here is what I want you to understand about divine timing, because Spirit brought it through in those cards for a reason, and it wasn't to tell you to just sit back and wait passively. Divine timing doesn't mean nothing is happening. Divine timing means that what is meant for you is being arranged in a way that your human eyes cannot fully see yet. Things are moving beneath the surface, pieces are being positioned, and the wait, as frustrating and as painful as it has been serving a purpose. It has been building something, deepening something, creating the conditions for a connection that is going to be so solid, so rooted, so real, that when it finally lands fully into your life, you're going to understand why it couldn't have come any sooner. If you're feeling that in your body right now, if something in your chest just shifted when I said that, drop a heart in the comments. I want to see you receiving this. Now I want to talk about you for a moment, because this reading isn't just about them. Spirit never brings through a love reading that's only about the other person, because you are not a passive character in this story. You are the energy at the center of it. And I'm picking up something about you that I feel is really important to name. You have been holding back too. Maybe not in the same way, maybe not for the same reasons, but there is a version of your feelings that you have not fully expressed. There is something you've wanted to say or something you've wanted to do that you've talked yourself out of. And the card that came through at the end of this spread, the one about expressing your love, is not just a gentle suggestion. It is a direct message from Spirit, telling you that the energy of this connection is waiting for you to move. Not in a desperate way, not in a way that compromises your dignity or your worth, but in an authentic, courageous, heart-open way that signals to the universe and to this person that you are not afraid of what this is. Because here's what I know about energy. When one person in a connection holds back out of fear, it gives the other person permission to hold back too. And you've been in this loop, this mutual holding back loop, where both of you are feeling everything and neither of you is saying anything. And the connection is sitting there in this suspended, aching, unresolved space. And Spirit is saying someone has to be brave enough to break that loop. And the fact that you're watching this video, the fact that you were guided here today, tells me that someone might be you.
Now, I am not telling you to throw your heart on the floor in front of someone who hasn't earned it. I want to be very clear about that. What I am saying is that there is a version of expressing your love that doesn't require you to be vulnerable to the point of pain. A version that is warm, that is present, that simply lets this person feel that the door is open, because they are standing right outside that door, and what they need to know is that if they knock, you'll answer.
And here's the moment I told you was coming. The moment where I'm picking up that this person is about to act. Because this is real. The energy I'm reading around them right now is not stagnant. It is not resigned. It is not moving away. It is building. It is gathering. It is the energy of someone who has made a decision, maybe not consciously yet, maybe not in words yet, but in their heart, a decision has been made, and the movement is coming. I'm seeing it very clearly. A reach out, a showing up, a moment where the mask comes down just enough for you to see what's been underneath it this whole time. But here is what I need to tell you about gratitude, and this piece is just as important as everything else I've said today, maybe more so. The love that is coming toward you, the love that is building in this connection, cannot fully land in a space that is contracted with anxiety and longing and grasping. It needs a space that is open, that is warm, that is grateful for what already exists. And I know that when you're in the middle of uncertainty, gratitude can feel almost impossible. How do you feel grateful when you're not sure of the outcome? How do you feel peaceful when everything feels unresolved? Here's how. You start with what is already true. The feelings are real. That's true. The connection exists. That's true. You have been chosen by someone's heart, even if their mouth hasn't said it yet. That is true. And when you anchor yourself in what is already true, something in your energy shifts. The desperation softens, the grasping releases, and you begin to emit a frequency that is magnetic in a way that anxiety never can be. You become someone that love wants to run toward, rather than something that love has to fight through fear to reach. This is the work Spirit is asking you to do right now. Not the work of waiting, not the work of strategizing, the work of freeing yourself from the need to control how this unfolds, from the need to know the exact outcome before you allow yourself to feel safe, from the story that says if it's real, it should be easy, and if it's hard, it must not be meant to be. Real love, the kind that lasts, the kind that transforms, the kind that becomes the foundation of your life, is almost never easy at the beginning. It is almost always complicated by fear and timing and past wounds and the terrifying weight of something that actually matters. And this connection matters to both of you. That's why it's been so hard. That's why it's felt so significant. That's why you can't just walk away and forget about it, no matter how many times you've tried, and neither can they. So here is where I want to leave you today. If this reading has resonated, if you felt seen, if something in these messages has touched a truth that you've been carrying quietly, then I want you to do one thing, not for them, for yourself. I want you to make the decision today to stop shrinking, to stop waiting for permission to be fully present in your own love story, to stop letting fear be the author of your choices. Because the moment you free yourself from the need to control the outcome, the moment you trust that divine timing is working in your favor, the moment you allow gratitude to soften the edges of your longing, that is the moment everything shifts. That is the moment their actions stop being a mystery and start being a map leading straight to you. If this reading hit for you today, please give it a like. It genuinely helps Spirit reach the people who need these messages most. Subscribe if you want to keep receiving guidance like this, because I pull these readings with intention, and if you found your way here, there's a reason for it. And drop in the comments, what was the card or the moment in this reading that hit you the hardest? I read every single one. I want to know where Spirit landed for you today. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and what is meant for you is already on its way.